Huh?
Gray sweats?
Yeah, like I just
green.
No, I said gray.
I don't own a pair of gray sweats.
You don't own a pair? I actually don't want to know.
I have a trash print though.
Wow.
I have a trash print in gray sweats.
I'm a grower, so.
What? Okay.
Sorry, Ray. Welcome to the show.
So yeah, welcome to the family.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Lance, aka Mr. Hit It With The Weedy, coming to you straight from the Cats and Dogs podcast under the Jabba banner. I want to tell you to come join me and the rest of the Jabba family January 26th at Legends for the Royal Rumble. Doors open up at 4:30. Pay-per-view starts at 6. And on behalf of the Cats and Dogs brand, we will be doing a raffle for 2 tickets to a sip and paint with 2 hours unlimited drinks. How that works is the winner of the raffle will get to pick the time and the date that they want to go to the sip and paint with the 2 hours unlimited drinks, and we will buy the tickets on the spot. So enter the raffle, come out and join me in the Jabba brand, and also come join me and the rest of the Cats and Dogs brand. You get to see Tatiana Taylor there. You get to see my producer, Sir Wilkins. Also, our lovely and great, amazing person that does our Instagram page, Amanda, will be there. So come out and join me, Mr. Hit It With The Wee, and the rest of the Cats and Dogs and Jabba brand. January 26th for the Royal Rumble at Legends. Be there.
We got Wilkins, Mrblacc, Janelle from the HR best squad. Every single view, no one can take guard. Vision of the crew, unstoppable in your face. All I say, we speak the truth in every single debate. Out I wait, every week we bring the take to topics. The fusing optics, the fans at live party, it's on and popping. No one can do it like this. The viewing party commence after crew excitement. The best show to find the Jabba podcast. We hold it down, they know us now. We take the crown, Jabba podcast. We hold it down, they know us now. We hold it down, Jabba podcast. Jabba podcast. We hold it down, they know us now.
That up a little bit. Yeah.
Jabba podcast. It just gets so much better every
week.
It's
on iTunes, though, ladies and gentlemen.
And on Instagram. Like, if you want to put this on. I wish we had an instrumental so you could rap to it. Definitely still want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, for he is your new North American champion. It's a trash song, by the way. But the man is not. This is a celebration, bitches. The first black champion in WWE into 2020, the new decade. Keith Lee.
Is this him rapping?
Yes.
Wow, what?
It's Keith Lee rapping.
Is this really him rapping on this?
Yes.
Alright, can you turn my mic up a little bit, Brian?
Yeah, mine too. I'm so sorry. Please hold, because I'm gonna turn my headphones up. Okay, sorry. Now I feel better because I can hear myself.
Oh, you good now?
Yeah,
good now?
I'm super good. Jobber Nation.
Shout out to always being gifted.
Oh, hi, Bestie.
So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
We back, motherfuckers. So Wilkins is in the building. Jabba tears.
What?
Y'all really don't like us. It's been a rough week.
No, it happened.
Yeah, y'all been talking mad shit. Fuck you and your bitch.
You know,
and I'm talking to y'all.
You know, Vanity uses this as her theme song.
Nah. This is reality right now. We going on now.
I don't think you want to say "fuck your bitch" though.
Nah. I still love y'all, but fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck y'all. Hold on, we gonna keep going though. We here for the smoke.
Yo, that reminds
Yo,
me.
we here for the smoke.
That reminds me of Power this week. Oh, the fuck? I did not agree to this song being put
No, we going in. We going in. We got Mr. Ray Pearson in the building. Say what up, here, the people.
Yeah. What's going on?
Really?
Oh yeah, we going in.
You better play fucking Takeover.
Nah.
You better play
Chill out. We here.
Right, fuck you.
We here. We here.
Oh, God.
But hold up.
You should play that Yo Gotti F you.
Yeah, see, all right, play some fucking Jay-Z in this bitch.
JTP. JTP.
Yo, you know what we gotta get? We gotta
Good
get a
morning,
chain.
motherfuckers. Listen to this.
We gotta get a chain that says JTP.
Good morning. We got Ray
Rockefeller.
Pearson in the building.
Oh, we should get a chain like Rockefeller.
We are not getting a chain.
Why not?
This isn't 22.
Yo,
The fuck it is.
Yo,
you should get like a Rockefeller.
we're not getting a Rockefeller
Yes,
chain.
anyone watching
But
on
we
live
lit
radio.
though.
Put the Rockefeller.
But we
like
lit.
Like
No,
a Java
you
chain.
should
We're
get
not getting a chain.
Java chain.
We're not getting a chain.
Java chain.
We're not getting a chain.
I think a chain is
But these motherfuckers been talking mad shit.
But you want to get a fucking trophy, and we can't get a chain?
It's showing for the damn show.
I know, but
That
I'm
makes
just saying,
sense.
The chain makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Every time we bless somebody into the Jabba Team's family, we should
You got a
give them a
chain.
chain.
Oh my God.
If
These motherfuckers is not ignorant.
If Memphis fucking Bleak could do it, anybody can.
But you know what? We have a guest here, Mr. Ray Pearson.
The one and only.
Talk your shit.
Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play this real quick.
The one and only.
Let's play this real
in the
quick.
building.
Let them know what's going on, Ray.
My new single's out now. Music video just dropped.
Oh shit, music video too.
Huh?
Y'all hear this? Some heat. It's some heat. We here. We here. Hi Facebook. Hi Instagram. Hi you motherfuckers that's listening. We love y'all.
This is my life.
And if you hate us, we love you too. But you's a bitch. A whole ass bitch. He's still talking about his damn chain. Y'all still talking about his dumbass
Nah,
chain.
we're gonna fucking do it.
Talk about his dumbass chain.
We're gonna do it. Don't.
Talk about his dumbass chain. But we here though.
Ray, would you like a chain would be dope? No, come on.
For every person?
Nah, not for everybody, because everybody can get a chain though, because we on a budget type of shit.
I think he put up yellow. Oh, we good.
Oh,
you hear
yeah.
yourself?
I can hear myself.
Okay, we good then.
I can hear me.
Oh.
But I mean, not for everybody, but like,
The Java chain.
you know, like just exclusive shit. So like, everyone that knows, like our Jabba Tears podcast shirts that are black and gold, not everybody has that. That's like the elite color.
The elite.
But a chain though, that's a
Java
game
chain?
changer.
The Java. You already know who's getting the first one.
And
Yaya. Yaya had the first. He got the first ever double one.
Shout
you
out.
feel me?
Double. The fuck?
That's my clients.
Okay, yeah. All right, Jabba Nation, welcome to a rambunctious episode of the Jabba Tears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR, here with Sir Wilkins, Mrblacc, and our amazing guest, Mr. Ray Pearson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's get to some house cleaning before we get to the show. As always, we have other shows under our network. So shout out to Cats and Dogs. I was blessed to be a part of their episode this past week, talking about, daddy issues and all that jazz. It is a real raw and uncut. Wow. Okay. I actually like that note though. It was a real raw and uncut. Oh, thank you. A raw and uncut episode where I kind of, I showed a little vulnerable side of Janelle.
She showed that she had emotions.
Yeah, which everyone says I don't, but whatever. But also, your sports is coming up.
You said it mad weak.
Well,
said,
because
"Your
I'm
sports."
not a dude to be like, No.
Sports.
No, I'm not doing all that. That's extra. Speaking about sports, guys, predictions. Who's winning the Super Bowl? We got 49ers or we got Chiefs? Oh,
I gotta go 49ers.
shout out to Katie in the building. She got
Go
you said 49ers?
I got 49ers.
I mean, neither one of them are my team. So
What's your team?
Giants.
Okay, I respect it.
Young Eli, the great one.
Oh,
retired.
shout outs to Eli
I'm
retiring.
just there for halftime.
Pretty much. But my son Eli had
A lot of spiciness.
Listen, if Pitbull isn't a part of the halftime show, it's all bullshit.
How about my son
They're
Zion last
They're
night?
bringing people out.
Listen,
There's
I'm
no way.
I'm
Who's
just saying,
performing?
it's J-Lo and Shakira.
Oh yeah, Pitbull's coming
They're
out.
in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
coming
that
out.
makes sense.
No,
Pitbull's coming
but
out.
I'm just saying, if Pitbull does not come out,
They're
in
not
the
coming
halftime
out.
Super
He's not
Bowl,
coming
Yeah,
out.
no,
He's not
they-
coming out. He's not
I'm
coming
gonna be very upset.
He's not coming
Spanish
out.
cars get revoked.
And then we got your girl, your new friend Demi Lovato singing the national anthem.
Demi
for the Super Bowl.
Lovato. Son.
This guy over here last night.
I'm scrolling through Facebook, whatever, and this random picture of Demi Lovato pops up. I've never really heard about Demi Lovato. I heard that she had her, her drug addiction, whatever. She went through her shit, and then I was like, yo, she is fine, and she gained a little weight too.
Oh, she's still thick. Oh yeah.
well, because she off them drugs. I told y'all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
You know what?
And then I decided to do some
You're right.
research on her real quick about her life.
Did he? He started posting mad information, and we already knew. I knew, but he was just like, "Yo, she was a childhood superstar."
Oh yeah, Disney.
Yeah, I didn't know all of that.
Didn't know that.
She was
And I
on
was like-
Disney Channel.
Yeah.
What show?
I think she was on the Mickey Mouse Club or something like that.
I was gonna post. I was gonna post on my Instagram, but then I didn't want
Barney.
to show you to shoot me in the face.
With
Oh
Selena
yeah,
Gomez.
there you go.
They was on Barney.
Yeah, she was on Barney.
She was a chunky kid.
Oh, no wonder why I liked her back in the day. Okay.
Wow.
Yo,
Okay.
Demi- no, you didn't like her back in the day because
You
she's
didn't
much
know
younger than
her.
us.
You didn't know her.
She's much younger than us.
How old is
You
she?
didn't know her.
She's like at least like 25.
That's 5 years or younger. And oh, perfect. Perfect. You feel me?
Yeah, she's in target range.
Oh,
She is in target range, but Demi's fine, boy.
okay.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
I'll break my streak for her.
Which streak? The fuck you not Undertaker? The fuck you
Only
talking
dealing
about?
with black women. I'll break it for her.
I mean, she's Spanish, and that's pretty much.
nah, she's Mexican. Mexicans, they don't consider themselves colored.
Yeah, they don't.
You're right. You're right.
So,
They're like the only Spanish people, and I love Mexican people because I have like some great Mexican people I've met in my life. But they're like the ones that really don't
They're their
consider
own.
themselves
They're their
colored.
own entity.
They're like a separate world. They're like Haitians. How Haitians don't consider themselves part of the Caribbean
yeah.
Or yeah.
because niggas be acting
Bendito.
funny towards us. But it's
Wow.
alright though.
Not funny.
Maybe-
We know the history. Tell them the truth.
No, but what's crazy? So wait, did I tell you about the show that I watched, Party of Five? They have a reboot, and it's about a Mexican family.
Yeah.
Oh, I think about the
Dope
Haitian
show.
family.
No,
They ain't put that on TV. They ain't ready for
no,
that.
they're not.
They ain't ready for Haiti.
Where you from?
They ain't ready.
Puerto Rican.
Okay. You know, we part of the crew. You know, you part of the Dominican crew like us, B.
He's
No, he definitely
not-
just said
Puerto Rican.
Yo, listen, Puerto Ricans,
Exactly
Dominicans.
just said.
No, they're not the
No,
same
they're
thing.
not the same.
They're not the same thing.
Definitely not the same.
Like, we're
Puerto
not
Rican
doing
niggas show me love.
Nope.
Dominicans show me the most love. Both of y'all show me love. So,
No, I mean,
y'all
he's here.
family to me.
He's here on the show. He's showing you the most love than
You feel
anyone.
me?
So I don't
You
know
feel
what the
me?
fuck
You
you're
feel me?
talking about.
Love y'all Puerto Ricans, B.
Okay, I'm just glad he got the right one. So
Love
Wilkins
y'all
though,
women. Love y'all
49ers or
women.
Chiefs?
Yes.
No, Chiefs are winning, bro.
Really?
Chiefs
Mahomes?
are winning.
Mahomes?
No, it's Andy Reid, baby. Andy Reid.
Andy got to get this.
Favorite
Got to get
coach?
this ring in order to get into the Hall of Fame. Period.
Jimmy might be overrated.
But you know what it
Jimmy
is?
Garoppolo.
49ers defense is really what.
Shout out to
is
Real Steals.
Really.
Shout out to
What
Tasha.
up, Tosh?
Young Tashi
What up,
Tosh.
Tosh?
You know, that one of my potential client Tosh. I've been trying to sign her, but she think that she too big for me. So.
Mrblacc, Janelle from the HR best squad. Every single view, no one can take guard. Vision of the crew, unstoppable in your face. All I say, we
Big
speak
for
the
me,
truth.
so.
Nah, she
That's
not
'cause she is
Hollywood.
too big for you.
Nah, she not
No,
Hollywood.
because she is too big
Nah,
for you. Tasha,
sis-
you are too big for
Nah,
Mr. Black.
I messaged sis this morning. She messaged me right back. She is definitely.
But she's family, though. See?
Exactly. So she's
Yo,
not
that's
too
the
big.
first one that ever gave us a drop. I still got that drop.
Straight out of the Garden State, la reina de la reina, Rico estoy aquí, and you're listening to the Java Tears podcast.
Like, we gotta release that soon.
Ooh, first one.
But those that are watching in
She's
the
all
tri-state
skinny now.
area,
Now she's Aki now.
She's not Aki.
Nah, she got brolic.
She got
bro.
brolic.
We
B.
got she
You
got.
saw the last show?
not Aki,
She was walking like this. I was like, okay, young Tosh.
Arms sticking
Dang.
out. She got her lashes
Dang,
flaring.
son.
Yeah.
I see you,
Man.
young Tasha. We love you out here.
We love you, Tasha.
I think we just start the show though.
But we are. We're
She
gonna
want the
get there.
shmoney though. You feel me?
But those that are watching in tri-state area that want to watch the Super Bowl, we are having your
Your Spurs sponsored.
is
You know,
having a
the first
brunch.
annual Your brunch.
They're having a brunch day
Pew, pew.
party.
Hold on.
How do you do it and then want to press it? Anywho, at Katra. So
Drop the flex bomb for them.
So shout outs to Dre, Matt,
Young Dre,
Tanya,
young Maddie Matt,
and
young
Larry.
Taj, young Larry Lair,
The Larry
aka
Morgan.
Larry Tron.
Yo, we're gonna have a good show. So once again, we
I'm
have
hyped, y'all.
I'm actually glad you are. And then
Tasha
we
still
have,
love us. She said
we
she love
her.
you.
Oh, I love her more. And then once again, we are in Rumble Weekend formation. So this weekend, Saturday, we'll be at Legends where Worlds Collide, and we're gonna get some predictions on later in the show. And then the first of the big four of 2020, the Royal
Big
Rumble,
Four.
the 32nd
The original
annual.
cast?
Not the big four. I'm talking about the pay-per-view. The big four
I
will
thought about
come.
your show, the big four.
Yes, the big
You
four.
go with the
will,
remix or you go with the regular spray?
I don't know yet, but the big four will be
Surprise
close.
niggas. Go with both.
I may
Go to the Sprite.
I
Mix
may get a whole gumbo,
Make it gumbo?
a whole gumbo, of bitches. You never know. But this 32nd annual Royal Rumble this Sunday, we will be at Legends, raffles, giveaways,
Bitches.
hoes.
Hoes.
Yeah, okay.
You know Jabba got
wings.
hoes.
I ain't got no host.
No, you do not.
I have no host at all.
No, you do not.
I'm not trying to get killed.
I don't want you to get killed. And then Jabba Tears Live. So we have a few events coming up. Next Friday we'll be in New Jersey. BCW's Queen of the North, where I will be doing some commentary with the team, with AJ and Peter over at BCW. So come out, support Richfield Park.
Next Friday.
Next Friday night.
Jesus Christ.
And then just announced this week, the lovely Miss Faye Jackson.
Faye Jackson.
Presents the Gray Sweatpants Battle Royal in Tampa, Florida, Saturday night. Y'all think it's a game? It's not a game, like
Bro, this is a legit serious.
This is a series. This is happening. This
I might
is real.
pass out, man, if I see it. I'm gonna go, oh.
That's mad.
Why would you pass out?
Why would you pass out from dick prints, my nigga?
No, I'm talking about women prints.
No,
man.
it's not dick prints per
You're
se.
nasty. You're nasty.
No, but the Battle Royal is men in gray sweats.
What?
Good
I thought
morning.
it was women.
No. That's why Faye is presenting it. It is dudes.
You gay. You gay. You gay.
He didn't know. Bless his heart.
Hey,
But tickets
I
are
just
on
stopped smoking and reading
sale.
stuff at night,
You
dude.
should. Tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. You can check the Jabba Tears podcast on Facebook and also Faye Jackson's Instagram and her Facebook.
I thought it was Faye in gray sweats.
No, it is not.
Oh.
She is presenting
I was gonna pass out
niggas in
if I
gray
see her
sweats.
sweats.
No,
Oh,
you pass out with her not in sweats. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, and then right after WrestleMania, Women Crush Wednesday 2, Battle Club Pros all female show in Brooklyn
So
Wednesday.
someone said, Fan 79 said, Dick Print Battle Royal shaking my head. Yeah, he got a little dick.
Wow.
Why?
we
We're
start
not
the show?
judging. We're not judging dick prints. I promise you.
Yo,
This
I would have
guy.
rolled today.
Yeah, clearly. And then, so once again, if you're coming back from Tampa, Joe Keen and the team at Battle Club will be doing Women Crush Wednesday 2.
Oh, I might pass out there.
You probably will.
Oh,
We have a lot of debuts coming up.
Oh, man.
And then
Willow's
last but
coming
not
back?
least,
Oh, man.
Jobber Slam is a real thing. It's happening July 4th. Mark your calendars. We're going to talk about it every single fucking week because we're
He said
putting
that
our
I
entire
gotta ask
brand
my
on the
moms
line.
If he got a big dick. So.
You got to ask his mom. Okay,
What?
No.
That's what he said. He said, ask your moms. I
I think he was trying to come at you.
Coming
know.
at you.
I know.
He was coming
He's
at
coming
you.
at you, y'all. I got to say
I didn't say
moms,
nothing
B.
about his money. I said nothing.
Yeah, I got to say moms, we. But as I was saying, look, now he in his feelings.
Fan 79.
Now he's in his feelings.
Ill fan stuff 79. Yo, relax, bro. Oh, Lavish Lee. What up, boo? Her fine ass.
Oh,
My bad. Let me
Wow.
relax.
who's that?
Yeah, calm that
Oops.
shit down.
Whoops.
Oh, yeah, she fine. She
And
fine.
we
No, she big fine.
And we can't
And in
edit
the most
this shit out.
respectable way.
And we can't edit this shit out. So good luck. But once again,
She'll
July
listen to
4th.
the show. I don't think.
That's what you think. Okay. July 4th, Catch a Jabba Tears podcast and Battle
Shout out
Club
to 2020
Pro.
podcast.
Oh, y'all mentioned this July,
love Nate.
July 4th main event?
Well, yes, it will be Miss Tasha Steele versus
Steele.
Big Swole
Big
Ariel Monroe.
Swole?
So tickets will be on sale soon. So stay
Soon.
tuned.
You got
Yeah,
the
you
Simon
all
Miller
right,
match?
Red?
I'm good.
I think it's a little
I
too
know
much
it's a
for
little
Ray
too. I know we came in like heavy, and I did not. First of all,
good.
I didn't think he was gonna be at a 10. This one's always at a 10, so I didn't know how this was gonna
fired
go
up.
down.
I'm on fire.
But it's a
up in
good
here.
episode.
I'm burning hot.
We on
fire.
Oh,
Tear that roof off. What you say?
We on fire.
why you had ad-lib that? Oh, Pooch, did you see Bad Boys yet?
No,
Oh!
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so we'll talk about it next
Oh my
week. Did you see Ray? Did you see Bad
I
Boys
did.
yet? Oh, you're the
Opening
only
day.
one. Yeah, we recorded
Shout out to my
last
son
week, and
Ish,
I went
you
right
know,
after.
Samoa Joe,
Oh,
Dominic.
that's not Samoa Joe.
Shout out to Ralph
And
Frank.
Ish, I got mad beef with it, so it doesn't matter. But Bad Boys for Life, if you have not seen it, highly recommend it. Please
Big
go see
dick
it.
action. Big dick everything, B. Soon you leave the movie theater, big thing like, dang.
Yeah, you do come out like, yo, this is the next.
Up in here. It's burning
Yo,
hot.
not
We on
gonna lie.
fire.
It's one of my favorite Lloyd Banks songs.
Ho, 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 ho.
Up in here, it's burning hot. We on fire. Take it off if it get too hot. Yo, this.
Adams back from Cali. Okay,
Yo.
he ain't Mexican, but he loco.
Wow. Are you talking about Loco Banana?
Yo.
Okay.
All right, intro to our special guest.
Yes.
Yo.
We're gonna jump into. Do you want to give the introduction to our special guest, Mr. Ray Pearson, that's sitting with us?
Mr. Ray Pearson's in the building. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good.
All right. So we got this Bronx native. Where in the Bronx?
Right by Fordham Road.
Okay, I used to live in Bedford Park, so I know. Yeah, I went to high school in the Bronx too. So. But our Bronx native here has been rapping since the age of 12
Yes.
with personal influences of his older brother, but also Eminem, Big Pun. I can't talk and do this at the same goddamn time. It overstimulates me. Thank you.
Wow, pause. Pause.
How's that a pause?
Pause. Wow.
How's that pause?
Let's play it in the
I'm
background.
just being honest. Or lower it a little lower just so that I know what I'm talking about. Thank you. Okay, now that's a good level. Thank you. I was
Overstimulated.
like, yo, like I can't compete. Like, even though it's such a good song, I'm so sorry. But as I was saying, influences of Eminem, Big Pun, Cuban Link, and Hov. What's your favorite Jay-Z song?
Too many to even.
Just the first one to pop in your head.
Song cry? That's just.
Song Cry is by far one of the most underrated Jay-Z songs that don't get talked about. I will say that.
Make a brother cry.
You opened
I got
for the
like
likes
song
of
cry.
Joel. How did you get Joel Ortiz? How did you open for him?
Well, the promoter, he usually puts word out about the shows, and for the artists, you know, you want to open for this person, hit me up. So when he put up Joel Ortiz, I was like, oh, you know, I have to do this.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
then,
like, cause y'all like Slaughterhouse like that. Like I feel like. Well,
I'm a Butters fan.
oh, okay, that's fair. But also Styles P and Tony Touch. You also were nominated for the Essence of Hip Hop Award, Underground Music, and you were the winner of the 2015 Artist of the Rise Awards for Hip Hop Junkie Award. With all this music, you wonder why we have him here. He fucking loves wrestling too.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Exactly. We're just gonna jump into it and
All
give
time or right now?
We'll do right now for right now. Then
I'm
long
all
term.
time.
I'm gonna go with Bray.
Oh, okay.
But it's been like not because he's a fiend, but he's been one of my favorites for a while.
Problematic. Let me in. It's problematic as fuck.
Well, I can whisper to people.
A wrestler of all time.
Undertaker.
Ooh.
Okay. I like this brother already. You like two of my favorites.
Undertaker.
you know?
Okay. When I met him, I just froze up. I was like, "Why are you so tall and great?"
FNU.
But he's not effing you though.
No. Talk about him.
Oh yes, he is effing you. Well, actually, Dre and him have to, you know.
Dre put him.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay, good. What is your thoughts on the current state of wrestling? Like, what are you watching on Wednesday nights? Are you on the NXT side? Are you on the AEW side?
It all really depends on what's being presented or who's in action.
Okay.
It's just a lot of wrestling. It's a lot to. I'm missing other shows because I'm so tuned in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Oh, so Impact is not an interest to you because that's Tuesdays.
But where is Impact?
It's on Access still. Because I caught it Tuesday, and I was like, oh shit,
But they
this
don't
is
have
on
an app
TV.
for it.
No, it's on Sling.
No,
That's how I have
See,
it.
that's the problem. That's why, like, because I tried to download it recently. But they
Well,
don't have,
no,
like,
you
particular
can watch
apps for it.
Impact if you download Impact Plus, you can watch
I'm
Impact.
not paying for Impact Plus.
Understandable. And then you have NWA, which is they drop
That's
on
free.
Tuesdays on YouTube.
And Dark.
AEW Dark on Tuesdays. MLW, I don't know what days they drop, but I just catch it. I typically try to watch it on Thursdays, but that's just me. But what else about wrestling? What got you into wrestling?
My
Or
older
watching
brother.
it?
I mean, my mother used to say how, like, I guess when I was in the crib, but like old enough that I can like watch it, my brother would go in the room and pull me out of the crib and take me to the living room to watch wrestling.
Aww.
So my memory goes back as far as I can remember.
Okay.
As far as like who, whatever.
Got you. What's your favorite Big Four?
My-
So you got Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Which one's your favorite?
Out of the four, or all the,
Out of the four.
Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series, and
SummerSlam. Which one is your fave? Like, which one you're like, shit, this one is, it's going to be a good one.
probably,
It's actually kind of hard. A little bit.
you know what? I would have to say Mania because the way things have been going over the years with like Survivor Series, like I would, if they mixed it up, I would enjoy it better rather than the brand splits.
I like the brand split, though. Actually, I feel like this year's Survivor Series.
Yeah, no, the NXT, I mean, I was happy about that.
This year's Survivor Series was popping. Like, I was like, I was excited because I think coming off of War Games and actually seeing it,
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like, oh, they're gonna go in.
Mhm.
Like, I was mad I didn't stay in Chicago.
Yeah, no, I was Team NXT for Survivor Series.
See, there you go. What do
So
you
if
guys
one
have
person
questions?
you could do the entrance, who would it be and why?
One person
Ooh.
to do.
Yeah, like if you could rap. So funny story, the guy that our theme song is the guy that does wrestling theme songs. So if there was one wrestler you could like rap for, like his actual entrance.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Before I do anybody's entrance, I owe Mercedes Martinez a theme song.
Ooh, the newly signee of NXT.
This goes back to as far as like coming off of MySpace. Like I owe her a theme song.
Oh,
So before I do anybody else's song, I would take care of
you gotta pay
Mercedes
what you
first.
owe.
Yes.
That's good. And Sir Wilkins, do you have any questions for our lovely guests before we do jump into our show?
Nah, I want to hear your opinions on what we have going on. I enjoy the music. You know that. I've told you that.
Who's your biggest influence as far as rapping wise?
It's a a tie between Eminem and Pun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Eminem's new album?
I do. There's a maybe one or two, the skippables, but other than that,
The intro's fire.
yeah,
The intro's so throwback M. It was so storytelling at its finest.
the journey with him and Royce is fire.
Well, it's Royce.
It's
and him.
Royce.
It's Royce and him.
Yeah.
Godzilla is dope. I enjoy
Yeah.
Godzilla. I know it's a little cheesy but I really enjoy Godzilla.
Yeah,
So you want to jump in?
Let's jump into. So we're gonna open up behind Gorilla's position. A change is coming. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So if you did watch WWE Backstage this past Tuesday, they had Becky Lynch on, and she talked about why she thinks women should be removed from the women's division and everything associated with it, which I don't agree with, but we're gonna get to that. And then that was Tuesday, and then today. So when you are listening to this, it will be Friday, but on Wednesday, so the next day, she tweeted to clarify her comments from Tuesday's Backstage segment. So and I quote, she said, "I wasn't."
I can play it. You want me to play it?
Oh yeah. I ain't gotta say shit. We high tech in this bitch. Go ahead, play it.
Saying that the women's division is hands down the best thing going in WWE.
She was
what
at
do you think of that
Backstage.
statement as we head into a new decade?
I think you're right. I think the best thing for the women's division right now is that we eliminate the term women's, right? I think
Yes.
I think that we're I think it's now starting to hold us back. We're then going, oh, this is the women's segment. This
Yep.
is the women's thing. Why do we need that division? we need people. We need characters. We need people looking for the main event spot, not the top women's spot, the top spot. What are people doing to be the main eventer, to be on the cover of the video game, the cereal boxes, whatever it is?
Gender should be no issue at
It
this
shouldn't
point.
be an issue at this point. We're past all the making history. We've made all the history. I mean, sure, of course,
Have
there's
we,
always going
though?
to be more history to be made, but
Have we though?
that's out of
sis. But to that, she tweeted to clarify her statements because there was some pushback from some people in the webs, the internet, the wrestling community. She says, I wasn't advocating for any changes in title names or anything else, end quote, like I have the power, but simply an equal volume of opportunities that are based on skill and not gender. The term women can limit openings because phrases like there's already a women's match on the show is still in wrestling's historical DNA. We're all just superstars who want our shots in places on the show if we earn and deserve them. So the questions at the table. This is very interesting. The questions at the table, because then there were also rumors that now they're gonna, they were thinking about changing the NXT Women's Championship to just being the NXT Championship, which I don't agree with, but we'll all go around robin. What are your thoughts on the possibility of removing gender-specific designation of championships? And question, do gender terms limit openings or does it highlight accomplishments?
You want me to go?
Sure. Sir Wilkins, go first.
So this is a very new age subject because of the way the world is going right now. People don't want to be called a certain type of way. Like if you're born a man and you're now being identified, you want to be identified as a woman, you go as she. And some people don't want to be gender neutral in period. That's certain people, because I used to be a teacher and I had a student that didn't want to be called he or she. It was her name, like her it was called, she went by they. Like that was the way that they wanted to be referred to as. Now, what Becky was saying, I think people took it out of context. They were saying, she was just saying it shouldn't be, this is the women's segment going on right now. It should just
Why
be
are you touching Becky?
It should be called the segment. Hey, another segment's coming up, blah, 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 blah. I don't think she was saying particularly like change the title from being WWE Women's title to WWE title, WWE's championship.
Right.
She was just saying it shouldn't be called the women's segment now. It should just be the segment. Now, piggyback on what you said, and I think most of us at the table can agree is, let's go back to TakeOver in Brooklyn.
The first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Sasha, I was gonna say.
you can talk about all of them. You can talk about all of them, to be honest.
Gotcha.
But let's talk about those 4 women in general from NXT and what they did. They tore down the house. It was women tearing down the house. That's a huge accomplishment. It's pushing the envelope forward. It's a division. Because the next TakeOver, you can't have Keith Lee, Bianca Belair, and Shayna Baszler in a 3-way.
Right.
You're not going to have that because it's divisions, and it doesn't. And I think people get so caught up with the word division thinking it's a bad thing, that we're dividing people. No, you're a woman. And let's say you identify as a woman, you can be in that woman's division. There's nothing wrong because you identify as that, huh?
Like Nyla Rose does.
Yeah, you identify as that. So it takes away what they are doing. Because you fought so hard for this, now you're stripping it a little bit, and it's okay to call a woman because they identify as a woman. It goes back to what I say: if a person identifies as a woman, it's okay to be called a woman. And I think they're losing. They're trying to be too PC because they've mentioned it. It's a rumor, and supposedly it's been done that it's going to be called the NXT title, NXT Championship.
Like that leads to confusion.
And if you did listen to NXT last night, Wednesday, Morrow was not saying women. He was particularly very careful of not saying women during their segment and everything.
He was just saying names.
He's just saying names, which is fine.
Yeah.
But taking away the name, saying the WWE Women's title, that's prestige.
That's history.
And the thing about it, it's what you call a female, a woman. When it's what's called the Diva title, that was legit. You should get rid of that name. But I think they're pushing a little bit too forward and trying to be a little too forward thinking, but it's not smart thinking.
But the thing is, not every like forward thinking situation fits the script. Like it's not
at all.
It's not like what works for me doesn't work for you, doesn't work for you, doesn't work for you. You know what I mean? So I think it's important to understand what works for the company and what works for what you're trying to do. Because when I heard about, what Becky said, to me, it was like, are we trying to take 2 steps back? Because for the last, I would say, solid 2-3 years, we've been all in terms of progressing of the women's evolution. Like you've highlighted the women's evolution where you've done an all women's show. You've done the women main eventing WrestleMania. You know what I mean? You've done the women's Royal Rumble. Like you've done that. And I think, it being like, I think in terms of on the commentary side, yes, I think not having it so much of like, oh, this is the women's segment, because it encourages people to not take it seriously.
Because there's been times when back in the day, like a woman would go on to wrestle. You hear the next is the women's match. You go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's the bathroom.
I mean, listen.
Talking to Mike.
I know.
He turned it away from him. I was like, oh shit.
How I feel about the whole situation is I didn't see it like everyone saw it as she's talking about, men should wrestle women and stuff like that. Not one time she ever mentioned that. I could tell that people don't comprehend what they're actually seeing and only put their narrative into something, pick out one thing, and don't listen to everything else. Everybody had a narrative in their head. Because that's what I was reading in the comments. I'm looking like, none of y'all was not listening. So I didn't say nothing. So I saw it this way. I watched it. I saw that she's saying that we need to stop, it's a women's match. So, like, for example, if you watch a Raw, right? If the whole card is women, it shouldn't be like, oh, it's all women matches. All right, cool. It was just Becky Lynch, Charlotte went out there, did a thing, this, that, and third. It was like, you didn't see AJ, you didn't see Ray or none of that. So it's cool. Mm-hmm. So it should not be such a big deal if there was no men there. It should just be like, all right, just like if there's no tag team matches, all right, the Usos didn't wrestle, they did a backstage segment. It won't be a bad show because there's no tag matches.
Yeah.
Or if there's no championship matches on the show, it won't be such a big deal because you still got a great performance out of a tag team. You still got a great performance out of 2 great women in the ring. She's saying that do not limit how much women you could put on the card because they women. You should not be capping it up to, there should be no cap. It should be go with the flow. Because at the end of the day, all we all want to do as a unit is just entertain.
Okay.
And I think people miss that mark.
All right, Mr. Rapiers. And what are your thoughts?
All right, and I'm just to ask a question on what you just said. So it's basically like it shouldn't be like, oh, the women's segment is at this part of the show like at 10 o'clock. You should be able to open the show and somewhere have another match in the middle of the show, right? Is that?
I mean, it's so much, and it's so funny because I feel like NXT does it so beautifully that you don't even know. Like, I noticed it last night because I was just like, yo, it's mad bitches on this show tonight. Like, they literally, I feel like most of the time NXT opens with a women's match, and you don't even like it. You don't really think of it.
Because I think what you're trying to ask is the question more goes about, should they just remove them calling it a women's division? Because what they're trying to say is just not call them women.
All right, so now it goes back to something that I was just thinking about when word went out that there's a possibility that there won't be women's pay-per-view. And I don't know if it was Dana Brooke that put out the hashtag again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's give Divas a chance or give women a chance. So all right, now it goes back to that. Are you trying? Does it only apply when you want something?
Mm-mm.
And it's a good question because
I guess that's in a sense what Becky was trying to get to, where in terms of limiting opportunities, because it's like a catch-22 almost though, because it's like to me having the label in a sense, it to me highlights the history, it highlights the accomplishments, it highlights certain things that because it's like anything I could do better kind of thing.
Would they want the label? Let's just say I don't see it ever happening, but would they want that label back if Vince is like, oh, we're gonna do an all women's WrestleMania? So do you take the label away because you feel like that's a
good question because it's so muddy waters. Because
I get it now.
because what do you do with that? What do you do with that? Because you get rid of so much history. So it's just, I understand that they want to just be called wrestlers. That's fine, but you still got to have a women's division.
Yeah, like I think in terms of, and it goes back to when Stephanie, when they changed the title, back when WrestleMania was in Dallas and they gave the title to Charlotte, it was just more or less like, okay, we're gonna get rid of the Divas thing because we all knew that was trash. But we want to call you guys WWE superstars. And I think that's valid.
Right.
But I think changing titles is just, to me, I think that's a bit much. I think it takes away from the history of and the progression of
That part
what's
I
happened.
get, but I kind of see it as, I kind of see it this way. This is what I got from it. We reach a point where at some point the term women's revolution is getting tired out. Because,
But is it though?
Let's not do this just to say, oh, let's make history. Do this because you want to do this. Don't
I think
do
it's
it.
both.
At some point, you just going to, at some point, it's just, let's do this. Oh, the first time ever. This, that. All right, cool. It's annoying now. Let's just do it just to do it. Like, stop making it such on like a parade and everything every time we do for the first time. Let's just do this.
But I think but that's my thing.
I understand highlighting it, but also see it this way. Every time you do something, it's like a parade. It's like
It just shouldn't be.
I get it, but at some point, Becky was saying it as, "Yo, bump all this parade thing. Let's focus on the division within. Let's fix these certain problems. Let's actually get more females in the writing room. Let's do this, that, and third. Stop treating us just as women. Just treat us like performers. For example, they'll have a storyline where, oh, this woman's on her period, this, that. Oh, no, stop. Have a storyline where, like, yo, Becky saw her across, and after that, she double crossed me in the tag team. Yo, just make storylines, just to make storylines.
So how about they have more black people in the writing room too?
You stop. You do not.
Not
all black lives. Do not all lives matter.
No, I'm not all lives
all
matter.
lives matter in
No,
this.
I did not.
Yes,
I did
you
not.
are.
I did not. I did not. No.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
No.
are.
Because there is a woman in the writing room. There is a woman in the writing room.
I said more.
There is a woman. There should be more black people in the writing room too.
Stop
because
moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving no goalposts. I'm just putting it out there. Is that the fact of the matter is what you're talking about is an overall problem. What you're talking about is representation.
Well,
and there is a representation like that.
But
I understand
at the end
that,
of the
but I'm not
day,
disagreeing
though-
with you. Like, let's tackle one issue at a time.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Becky Lynch just
no,
not say
it's
talking about
fair.
everybody should treat it as one just because they're black. No,
No,
she said
but-
it's a women's
no,
problem.
but-
so we're not going to all lives matter this.
No. But
I'm just saying.
At the end of the day,
I'm
though,
putting it
there
out there.
should be a level of diversity. If you're gonna push it, there should be a level of diversity where everyone is treated where everything's on the table.
But the thing,
period.
Oh, me saying that I'm cooning
but
right
the,
now.
no.
I'm
But
Uncle Tommy, y'all.
what it is
Shut up, stupid.
NXT's doing it correctly,
Yes.
where they having more women on the show and they're just doing stuff. At the end of the day, we're all saying the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
we're all saying the
but
same
different
like,
languages.
Different languages. We're all saying the same thing where let them just put on a show. It's not about titles. That's what Becky was trying to say. Not change the whole fucking title and just put
Let's remix everything.
It's remix everything. No, it's about, hey, they're wrestlers.
Shout
Not
out to
just
Joe
women
Kim
wrestlers.
for being ahead of the curve, you know.
Facts.
Joe Kim, Mighty Joe Young,
Lord.
aka Mighty Joe Battle Club. You like that? New
That-
nickname alert! Mighty Joe Battle Club.
Yo, what's funny is he's been waiting all week to say that shit. I promise you.
Yeah,
He's
but
been waiting all week to say that shit.
It is what it is.
was
What it
practicing.
is.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Fill in the blanks, gentlemen. The best heel in the business is.
Pac. Ooh. Motherfuckers need to stop this shit.
Oh, fuck him.
Pac. Still don't like him.
That sure don't.
Still don't like him. I
I
think he's
don't.
boring. But
Boring.
he's. Yeah, I like him as a heel.
Oh, whatever.
Does a better job.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm
Best
torn,
heel in the business is.
I'm torn between Corbin and Jericho.
Okay.
Okay.
Best heel in the business, Mr. Black. That was a real
Dang.
thought.
There's a lot of heels.
That was a lot of thought.
A lot of heels. I'd be like, ooh,
I mean, are there really a lot of heels though?
I mean, the one dude I hear is Darius Carter. Like every time I see him, I just want to punch you in his face.
Shout out to Darius.
Like he has very punchable face. Very.
I'm trying to figure out the difference.
What the fuck?
It's Evil Twin by Eminem.
Thank you. Okay. Just so that the fan,
There you
everyone
go.
that's listening knows.
No,
what the
but
fuck I'm
overall, I
doing.
think MJF, to me, he is like I said this many episodes ago. I said this before. He's the Miz. What the Miz was supposed to be in his younger years if he was not had the PG war behind him.
No. You mean he's what Darius Carter is.
Facts.
So
Sorry.
let's tell the truth.
Sorry,
the
not
truth.
sorry.
So no.
Sorry, not sorry.
Let's
Shout
keep-
out to the scarf.
Let's
We
keep
know-
no. Hold on.
we
Let's
know,
keep it a
brother
whole.
man.
Let's keep it a whole buck. Maybe Ray Pearson's not familiar with Darius Carter. I had a little incident with Darius Carter a while back.
Justice for Wilkins. Hashtag just for Wilkins.
On January 4th. I was supposed to have a match with him, but he didn't sign the waiver. He bitched out, but it's okay.
Chicken. He's
Chicken.
like nuggets. Delicioso nuggets.
But like I said,
Did you just Cookie Monster?
But like I said,
God.
we need. I think the industry needs to hear this, and they don't want to hear this
Tell them the truth.
because
They
you
ain't
know
ready for the truth, B. But
'cause
we
you
should
know-
Uncle Tom.
because you need to
stay cool.
shut up, so I can say this. The
I'm gonna
industry
shut up
doesn't.
so you can talk.
The industry is not going to say this. The industry is not going to be real about this. But you know what? Sir Wilkins will be real about this. MJF got his whole style from Darius Carter. His whole swag from
Elvis
Mr.
him.
Darius Carter. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He may have took a hot line and made it a hot song.
Oh,
Bars.
But you know what? But you know what? Say thank you. Say thank you for the man that kind of helped put you on. That you saw something in him and you took it for yourself. But the thing about it though, you're brolic, you got abs, and you're a little lighter skinned.
Lighter.
So
Cream in the
it ain't a
coffee.
race thing. You probably talked your way into a certain type of situation. I never want to take away people's accomplishments and try to bury it. But we need to be real within this industry and understand that MJF took his whole swag from Darius Carter. We need to say that again. MJF took his whole swag from Darius Carter. We might be canceled after this shit. They might not want to talk to us after this, but I'm being real. AEW, I'm fucking with you. I want y'all to succeed, but I'm gonna keep it real. MJF took his whole swagger from
explain
Darius
to him
Carter.
What exactly he did.
But to be
No,
fair,
no. Preach. You open Pandora's box. You might as well get more goodies.
Actually, no. Actually, no.
That's basically what it is.
Line in the sand, evolution. No. But to be fair, though, I don't want to say most wrestlers, but gimmicks wrestlers take pieces of other wrestlers. To build their own.
Yes, he took pieces from. But the thing is, it's like you can take 20% from here because we all get inspiration.
Absolutely.
We all get inspired.
Yeah.
But if you look at MJF and what Darius did before he changed his coat, that is Darius Carter. And I don't mean to shit on MJF, but I'm just saying, man, just thank the brother. Thank the brother.
But we asked the fill in the blank today because Forbes contributor Brian wrote an article on Forbes.com, which you can look up, saying that the best heel in the business is no other than Maxwell Jacob Friedman, aka MJF. He said he's the best heel in the business. He mentions MJF's persona screams heel in every way. He says he walks, talks, wrestles, and even has a
Sound
perfect
familiar, Darius?
facial expression of a heel. MJF also understands how to further his brand on social media because if you do know and follow MJF on social media, he definitely replies to a whole bunch of shit all the time, and it's always in kayfabe. Kayfabe is never broken.
I mean,
and then hold on, and then he goes on saying that MJF in the ring is more of a storyteller than an athletic high flyer, which we all can agree.
I will definitely agree. He's one of the better in
at the
ring.
table.
He's
No
one of the
matter
better
what
in ring
promotion he's
storytellers
worked
at AEW. And if you guys can argue with me all you want, but his in ring game when it comes to storytelling is better than probably half of the roster.
Okay.
3/4. But the question is, well, you already agreed, and you guys had already mentioned what you thought your best heels in the business are. But I guess the question is, I mean, we've already kind of spoke about why you feel like MJF is. You, Mr. Ray. Well, I'm gonna let my guest go first, and then I'm gonna go back to you. Okay? So, Mr. Ray Pearson, I want you to talk a little bit more about Corbin because people don't give Baron Corbin, I feel like, his due justice as being one of the best heels in WWE because the type of heat this man gets, whether it's a live show, a pay-per-view, whatever, he gets it. Like, he gets the heel heat. So talk a little bit about how, in your opinion, why Baron Corbin is the best heel in the business right now.
I mean, you could go into an arena and make someone hate you so much that they want to put their hands on you. I mean,
it don't get no worse than that.
That's how I feel every time I watch him. Just not personally, like I personally want to put my hands on him, but just
That's how
the
you
way
feel
that
about Darius.
just the way that he works
Mm-hmm.
is like, how can you not hate him?
Right.
His stupid long hair that he had, you know.
And you know what's crazy? I love the old, like the old NXT Baron Corbin gimmick though. I like the lone wolf kind of thing. And then when it transitioned and then he won King of the Ring, it all kind of made sense. It all connected the dots, and I felt like it was a good move on WWE's part. But I think he definitely is one of the top heels in the business right now.
Do you think he should have lost that Money in the Bank that way?
Yes.
No, he shouldn't have.
Yes, he should.
No, he shouldn't have.
Yes, he
It was
should.
a waste.
I said yes.
But we all know why that happened,
It was a waste.
and it was politics.
It was mad politics. But
Mad
it was a waste.
politics and why he lost, but it was what it was.
I say yes. Like, reason
You
why I
gotta
said-
teach somebody a lesson. There you go.
But I
It's the
kind of
best
say
way.
yes because if that never happened, he would never become the heel he is today. Like,
bars.
honestly, like, I was watching something like, I think earlier today, something on with Eddie Guerrero versus JBL. And some guy really broke down how JBL became JBL. And the one thing I find very similar between how JBL and Barry Corbin is, they was both portrayed as tough guys on screen. So when they end up doing more heelish stuff, end up ascending to the top, it was more believable. Like, all right, such as Barry Corbin has a key win against Rhino in NXT. He has many other key wins against many other top competitors in WWE to make him legit. So when he does win, it's believable. When he cheats, it's believable because that's what heels are supposed to do. So not only that is what makes him, I call him a modern day perfection version of the JBL character because he don't have the riches, but he has that swag that I'm better than all of y'all. Like, I was with management. He's that dude where in your job that he become a manager and all of a sudden like he's in the top boss. You're like, I hate this dude. But his work ethic is great. He put in extra time. He does everything right, but he's so cocky because he knows that he's good at his job.
So what the biggest thing about Corbin and why he is great as a heel, he doesn't get a pop.
At all.
And I
At
think
all.
so. A lot of people mentioned in the comments when we posted about MJF and what Forbes said about them. A lot of people was like, "Yo, MJF is great, but he still gets a pop, and people still cheer for him." People legit hate Baron Corbin, like, and this is why I kind of stuck up for Darius, even though me and him have our beef. There's still a respect for him. When I've seen Darius, when I was in the audience at some time, people hated him. And your job as a heel is for people to hate you so much that they want the babyface in the match against you to win.
And they don't
to
even
beat
know.
You. They don't even know who the
gotta know who the
babyface
babyface is.
The babyface is getting the heat from the heel, and the heel is putting over the baby. That's the whole point of it. I don't think MJF. I think MJF is great, and I think he's phenomenal. But it's that him getting a pop takes away a little bit of his heel heat. And some people won't agree with me, but you're a bad guy in this story. A lot of times, you don't root for the bad guy unless the bad guy shows another side of him in a psychological way. And MJF hasn't showed that psychological point where you feel bad for the bad guy. Like, when you watched for the bad guy.
You still feel bad.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because they cheer for him. They cheer for him. They're not supposed to be cheering for the bad guy. Any great story, let's say, for instance, the Joker, right? When we all watch, everybody here saw the Joker?
Yeah. You didn't watch
You
it?
didn't see
I
it?
have not seen it yet.
Oh,
So
don't
in
do
the
it.
Joker, the
Don't spoil
Joker
alert.
is the anti-hero. And I think that's more MJF anti-hero thing, because he's so funny that you're starting to like him.
There's a piece of savior.
Yes.
In MJF.
And the thing about it, and the joke, when you watch the Joker, you feel bad for the Joker. You're like, holy shit, he's gone through so much, and I kind of understand his anger and his hate.
Okay.
Now, but hold on. And the reason why I bring this up is because when The Rock turned heel, remember when The Rock turned heel?
Or when Austin turned heel?
But The Rock particularly turned heel.
The Nation?
Yes, the Nation Rock. No. When he went to
When he went with Vince.
No, when he went to technically the Nation Rock was heel, technically speaking.
But it was more. But even when he was with Nation, that MJF kind of thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting to, because as a heel, your job is to be hated. Mm-hmm. But The Rock was so charismatic, the fans started loving it. The arrogance, the over-the-topness. You're saying these funny lines, and people are laughing. As a heel, your lines aren't supposed to be funny. It's supposed to hurt the person's feelings. And MJF is very charismatic. So his lines are like, you're like, oh, shit. yeah. You know what? Ha, 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 ha. Oh, I'm liking him. And that's the problem. Baron Corbin is so like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah. But I think the difference between the Miz style of heel and the MJF style of heel is the sense of where is he's drawing his struggles from, that real hate that he has inside for the fans. Because if you look at the Miz promos, at some point you could felt that he got tired of pleasing everybody. Like, yo, I'm doing my best here. F all of y'all. I'm going to do it my way. So you felt the real hatred he had for people. MJF, he's on like what, 21, 22, 23?
He turns, I think, 24 in a few months.
He's 24. He's young.
He will be.
And ever since that really been in the wrestling business, he hasn't really had that real, I hate your guts. Outside of within the ring.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. So this is why that he's taken the best of a Jericho, the best of the Miz at the top of the game, but not going back and analyze the game at their worst to see how did it end up, how did it get the crowd even more to hate them? What did he say to make the crowd say, dang, go from this to this? One thing that Jericho did that was very key, is super underrated, that nobody ever will do again. He literally stopped selling merchandise so people cannot rep him in the crowd because he wanted that real old school heat.
I forgot who did this.
Then he put on the weight too, because
he didn't do none of that. No merch, no nothing.
He got the dad bod.
No, now he put on the weight.
Yeah, because of like the old school heel was supposed to look a certain way.
Exactly.
Because when the old school heel looks like out of shape, kind of like not in fit.
You don't take them as serious.
No, it's not that. It's like, yo, how is he beating this guy? And he's winning.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't take him as serious.
I don't think it's more serious. It's more like, he didn't have the discipline to keep his body in check, and that superstar did, and he's winning this match. And then it looks more cringy that way. Like, look at bad guys. Look at real serious bad guys you see on movies and the thing. They're all like disgusting. Even like the ones that do look great, like Kingpin. He's huge. He's not cut up. He's just a big dude. Like, the thing about people don't understand is that wrestling is comic books, and they're taking things from the comic books. When a heel is not supposed to be pretty. So that's why Jericho went that direction. You don't have many heels that are pretty and good looking.
I mean,
but here's the thing, though.
When Vince was in his prime, Vince was out here looking like.
But here's the thing, though.
And he was definitely coming out every week like, I'm cut the fuck up. So,
I agree with you, but I think what AEW is missing is, you're right, they don't have enough of that gritty heel. They have too much of the, I can't stand you, but you're cool type of heel. Like, they got the cool jock heels too much, because MJF is a cool jock. You know, Pac, at the end of the day.
That's why I said Pac is the best one, because you know why Pac is the best heel?
Trash.
Because hold on, because I'm going to tell you why Pac is the best one there, and I'm not going to shit on Pac, because when Pac comes out, everybody like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, fix your face.
But reason why I said that, like, Pac is another type of heel, because he's that heel that keeps himself in shape. You boo him just because, all right, you boo him, but at the end of the day, you say, yo, he's nice. You still somewhat cheer for him. You still go home and say,
nobody cheers for Pac like that.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, now, if Pac has the indie show, you want him to win, because you know what he's been through.
No, you don't. Pac doesn't get a pop. And the beautiful thing about Pac is when he comes into the ring, he's about to say he does a lot of psychological shit. I'm not a huge fan of him in general, but he does a lot of psychological shit where like he'll come into the ring, he won't get on the top rope. He'll pretend like he's getting on the top rope. That's distinctive thing. He look at you like, yo, no. He doesn't even say a word.
You don't deserve
You
this.
don't deserve this because you don't deserve it. He doesn't say nothing smart, nothing witty because he doesn't want to be funny. He doesn't want to be charismatic because you're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, because I'm better than you.
But like you just said, though, you see the difference between how long Pac been doing this compared to MJF?
Exactly. Because
MJF
Mark
wanted to
Henry
be
taught him.
liked.
It's that WWE machine that people want to shit on.
Yo, but Mark Henry, when he turned and OD'd on John Cena that time, that's like one of my best favorite heel turns of all time. Cause you felt bad, like you was like connected to Mark. You was like, yo, he really leaving. Like, oh my God. And then when he
retirement.
Yeah, and then when he entered John Cena into the House of Pain, I said, oh shit. Oh, I was you breaking shit up. Ooh. Anyway, but those that are watching, you can leave your comments below. Tell us, who do you think is the best heel in the business right now? I'm trying to think, who do I mean, what I don't like sometimes is I feel like MJF gets all
Rick
the highlight from, well, that's a full time. Rick was a different type of, yeah.
But he did something else. He was a good looking dude, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm better than you. I'm not gonna make you laugh.
And the ego shit was on the
that ego shit is on the outside because now you're below me. That's another type of heel. But the thing about a heel, you can't make somebody laugh. You can't be that charismatic. The Rock was too charismatic. MJF is way too charismatic
Because he only got the best of everybody.
No, but
He
I
just
will
tell you the worst.
say though, when Rock joined corporate ministry, there was a level of like, I can't fucking stand him. I'm not laughing at whatever he's
Because
saying.
how he became the
That was
corporate
very-
champion.
That whole shit.
Yo, that whole run
that
he did.
was-
But he turned his back on the people. You
Yes.
betray somebody. That's the psychological part of it. You make somebody hate you because you go over, you know what? Fuck you. I'm turning my back on you.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
what it is.
That for me
But
was-
nobody has done that. That's the thing about a heel. You're supposed to make somebody despise you. And when, or for instance, what about this? What about this? His match with Mankind. Like 20 chair shots Mankind took to the head. Where you go from like, he's doing all this funny shit, but this nigga just hit him in the face with the head with like 20 chair shots.
You know who also was an interesting heel turn was when Edge betrayed Christian. That was deep.
That was deep.
That was deep.
Yeah.
But you see how far you have to go.
Yeah, I just don't think the opportunity for MJF to go that far had happened, because ideally you can look at it and say like when he threw in the towel for Cody was his like heel turn kind of thing, and it was just like, but guess what? MJF was never a good guy anyway, so this was not a heel turn. This was MJF being MJF. So
The
fuck is we talking
psychology
about?
is not there 100%.
But I just think the
No,
opportunity
you're right. You're right, because
and
they
who
should-
to do it with is not there.
They shouldn't have. They hinted it way too much. They basically like showed their cards.
They hinted it, and also if you also watch, and that's before we move on, the one thing that grinds my gear when it comes to MJF is no one ever mentions him on MLW shit, and him on MLW is some real heel shit. Like if you go back on YouTube and watch some MLW shit, you be like, so like if you kind of been following MJF up until him leading and getting signed to AEW, you kind of already knew the bullshit.
But the thing about it, they should have changed them up when he got to AEW, which is more go lean to the face side. If you're gonna do something of that
But
nature,
that's not him.
I know that. But the thing about it, they didn't lean in enough where they go, oh, you know what? He might change. Psychology of the part.
But see, they thought that putting him with Cody would do that, and it didn't.
You need
It
to
did the
do more.
opposite.
You need to do more.
It did the opposite.
That's the thing.
But anyway, let's move on to This Week in Wrestling. We're gonna go around, talk about some 2 to 3 things that caught your eye this week in wrestling. It can be from any promotion. We had Impact this past week, which was out in Mexico. So they've been doing a joint. They did, I think, 2 nights in Mexico and joined with AAA down in Mexico. And then you had WWE SmackDown. I don't care what anybody says. Kane coming back, I'm marked out. I don't give a shit. John Morrison in the fucking slow-mo, mark out. Don't care. But you had SmackDown, you had Raw, you had NXT. And then you had AEW from the sails of the Atlantic Ocean. Shout out to anyone that's on the Jericho cruise right now. I definitely want to go next year. I don't know about y'all. But February 1st to the 5th, 2021, the Jericho cruise is going to be happening again to the Bahamas. I definitely think I'm going to go next year because I think it's pretty dope to watch wrestling on a boat.
Yo,
I'm not going to lie.
The stage for AEW
That's what I'm saying, the
was
production.
fire.
But that's because of Chris Jericho and Fozzy. Period. End story. But all right, let's go around. Mr. Black, what are two or three moments this week in wrestling that kind of just jumped at you?
Let me look at this. Oh, shout out to my chum Drew Mackey with that kick to that bell announcer. Ooh, I know he felt that the next
It's
day.
not on the same level as Walter's slap to Adam Cole.
Oh, that chop was crazy.
Again. You said for this week.
That was this week. That was yesterday.
You know what? That was yesterday. I missed that.
Well,
Probably 'cause my
TV
TV
time,
wasn't
this was
allowed.
Wednesday, but
So,
it happened.
That
It was
good.
real.
Like, yo, that kick though. I was like, oh man, classic.
Okay, what else?
Oh, see my son John Morrison be.
See,
Oh man.
so if you don't know about Mr. Black, he's the biggest John Morrison fan. It's obnoxious. So when we actually met John Morrison. Shout out to HOG House of Glory. We actually met when they did a joint show with Impact. And they had Moose there, so we met Moose. But this one over here with John Morrison, he couldn't even get his words out. He was like, Mr. Morrison, I love you. Like, oh my God. I'm like, take the picture already. Come on. Like, we're here. Come on.
You have to
But
understand.
he had a whole conversation with him. Like, he
I talk about
loves
the
John
ECW
Morrison.
days. I talk about promo.
Yep.
But you have to understand. I literally memorized that whole promo. I'm beyond good.
I'm actually kind of low-key disappointed though he couldn't get no new music. Like I'm just like we
Nah.
we got the same
nah,
20
nah.
I think I'm happy with
2008.
I'm good with his old
I don't
music.
know. I
Satisfying.
just feel like I mean I'm
They could have added
excited.
an 808 or something.
The musician here at the table. See what I mean? Just give it a little oomph.
I think they had
Yeah.
it because they retained the rights to that music.
Well,
Because,
they retain everything. That's why when he left WWE, he was not John Morrison. He was
No,
Johnny
I'm
Impact.
talking about from no.
But
From
music-wise, too?
From like Jim Johnson.
Yeah, but no music too. I'm saying that's why WWE be low key smart because they be like copyrighting everything.
Yeah,
like,
but
nah,
they
nigga, you
remixed
can't
certain
use
people's
it.
songs when they came back. Like they remixed the Hardy Boys song. And you didn't feel in your chest no more.
Nah, when now
The old school one, you felt that.
Nah, when the
You
Hardys
know what I'm
came
talking
out-
about?
Yeah, they did it to Bret Hart's song.
Like
Mm-hmm.
you didn't feel in your chest no more. Like you didn't feel your cave about to cave in from that beat. You didn't feel it. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. That you go, whoo! You felt like dancing. Now you go, you bobbing to
You
it. like
bopping,
you're
you not
cool.
dancing.
Oh, the one thing I hate about WWE don't do, yo, they don't put like music videos. They just put their names. That's trash.
Yeah,
man.
no, they stopped doing
Yeah,
that.
like I remember back in the
Listen.
day, like you you went on a video game, you didn't know a certain guy, you watch his entry, he's like, oh, I forgot he did that. That was our YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
Because they get certain clicks. Like I remember that match. That was our YouTube back in the
Like
day.
highlight moves.
Ooh, they don't have that no more.
Huh? You hear this first? WWE get it together.
I miss the graphic cards when like people used to like do dance a little
How
bit.
old
Then
are you?
free.
Did it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How old are you? Old as fuck.
And then they brought the pyros back.
Exactly. You listen.
Fire.
You gotta give a little to get a
Fire.
little. Like you want all
They got
these,
lasers though too.
You want all this production shit, but guess what? Pyro was one thing
But nah,
everyone
though,
bitched
but
about.
Nah, though, like when you play the video games, here comes the pain. The first time it moved with the 3D. When you create a character move, come on.
They might bring it back one day.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Never
they
say-
brought the
never
ice
say
cream
never.
bars.
That's the
Yes.
that's the
The
motto
ice
in
cream bars.
wrestling.
I'm about to chase that
Never
down this
say
summer.
never. You are not
Used to-
chasing that
used
down
to-
this
I used to
summer.
leave that part for last because I don't want to get rid of the wrestler.
I'm dead. Sir Wilkins, what are
Yo,
your
that's dedication,
top
B.
2 or
That's
3
dedication.
moments of this week in wrestling? So we had Impact, we had WWE, we had Raw, we had NXT, we had SmackDown, we had AEW.
It was first of all, there's a couple things I enjoyed, so I'll make it quick though.
Okay.
One of the things I enjoyed was the weekend update with
With Dawson,
Montez
Montez.
and Street Profits basically.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. Lacey Evans winning against Sasha Banks. One of the biggest things I've been saying since Lacey Evans came on the scene, she's a fucking future superstar. Superstar. Remember?
I like how they kind of flipped the switch on Lacey because she was a heel and people was not like really feeling her. And then she got to SmackDown, and now she was
I
like,
think the Saudi Arabia thing helped out.
It's
Yes.
Natty. Natty gave it a rub.
Yup.
Natty gave it a rub, put her on, and that's what wrestling's about. It's about community and working together.
And she a vet too, so
yeah, so like you couldn't put her ass. It was like when they did Sergeant, and I hated it when they made Sergeant Slaughter the fucking heel and put him with Iron Sheik.
But that worked.
But it was like
It worked. It worked a lot.
it worked, but it was like, oh, am I really gonna boo the guy that, like, you know, God bless America and no place
Nah,
else?
though.
Like,
You have to understand.
That's what a heel turn is.
No,
You know
but
why?
Listen,
You know
I
why?
was just,
worked.
I was
But it
sprinkling
worked
it so
because,
that you understood.
like, this
it
is one of
worked.
the greatest. I feel like during that time,
And it was against Hogan,
in the
so-
80s, early 90s, I felt Vince was definitely in his era as far as creative. Because if you really think about it, that is a storyline for the 80s action movie right there. The guy that been rocking with you for all these movies, killing all these Germans, comes to find out he was a spy? Come on, B. Come on. What if he found out that Rocky was really working for the Russians?
That would be fly. It's heel
You won't get
turns.
disappointed?
Heel turns are supposed to
Exactly.
make you.
It's supposed to mean something.
Must have mean something. That meant something.
Okay, so Lacey winning.
Lacey winning. That was absolutely fucking amazing. I truly enjoyed Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne together.
Yo,
Because
the
they're such
the bros
they're such opposites, but they're working so well together. You already know I'm a Matt Riddle fan.
That promo at the top of the rant where he was just like, bro.
I didn't understand a thing you just said.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I zoned out. And then when Pete came back,
He was
it was
high.
like, when Pete came back, Pete killed me. He came back and he was like, yeah, you know, since you're in the clouds. I was like, oh, that's so perfect. Who wrote that? Like, that was
He was
great.
high because he was smoking. He was like, we men. Yeah, that's me.
I'm over you.
AEW was solid. Their set, bro.
Classic.
Shout out. What is it? Norwegian? I think that's the cruise line.
Yo,
Shout
the
out to
set for
Norwegian.
AEW because they were on the cruise. They filmed on the
They
cruise.
filmed it on the boat.
Was fire.
Y'all enjoy AEW
Okay.
for real?
Huh? No.
I didn't enjoy the show.
this, no.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't enjoy this week's show.
I thought I was bugging.
No.
That Moxley and Pac match was horrible.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's going to say, no, it was classic. It was amazing. No, it was bad. I didn't enjoy it at all. If you did, and then you did, then you did.
So let me ask you guys a question. All right, I'm like, oh yeah, individually. So what do you not like by AEW this week? Or did you enjoy it and didn't
I
like
did not watch it.
What was your issue?
He didn't watch
Oh,
it.
you
so
don't
he ain't got
shoot.
no issue.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
And
All
I
right,
didn't
cool.
watch it either because I was
All right.
watching NXT.
What was your issue?
Yeah.
There was no major issues. Like I've always said, they're trying to figure their place out.
But my issue is, didn't they give the title to Hangman
Yeah, they did.
and Kenny?
Yeah, they did.
Like, what
the tag
what
titles?
was the
Yeah.
what was the purpose in doing that?
I think I don't know. I don't
Like,
know.
I just feel like that's the $1 million question.
that
because
was the best match of the night.
Are they gonna build Hangman for a heel turn? Do you think
That's what they're trying to do, and then they have him drinking. They have him being like this kind of as like this.
emotional?
Don't listen.
Yeah.
Hangman, you're not James Storm. Don't do it.
But
Don't do it.
But here's the thing. Reason why I didn't like the pacing of AEW, because even though I was up for watching it, it felt like too much of a filler episode.
It was a film because they
But
were
they're
on the boat. They were on
Yeah,
the
but
boat.
yeah, like I didn't feel like it felt like a Saudi show.
Their set was
that was why, 'cause
was the highlight.
they were on this boat in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So they had to give like just a show. Like it just wasn't.
It felt like a real indie
But
show.
I feel like, but that's the kind of company they
here's
going.
what
They is.
but like I understand that, but I'm giving this a legit chance. And you know, I've been watching AEW every single week, and literally after I was done watching it, I was like, 2 hours went by this quick. Cool, excellent, but nothing stood out to me where I had to go back on YouTube and watch it.
So I said this in the group chat. I think it was just me and you talking, and one of their biggest problems is that a lot of their talent doesn't know how to wrestle for TV.
And
We've mentioned that, we've spoken about it, but you're seeing it more and more as they have more and more shows.
yeah.
Which I feel like it's weird because half of their roster have been on TV.
No. It's about a quarter of their roster that's been on TV. That's been on nationally televised television. It's a whole different ball game when you're streaming.
Doesn't like the ref like cue them when they go to break? Because sometimes when they're giving commercials and you got the screen in the top left corner, they're doing moves that they're not doing during the show. You see crazy moves happen.
And that's what I'm saying. They're not good for TV yet. And that's why you see the disconnect. That's why you're like, what the fuck is this?
But another thing, too, is, like, we all live in New York, right? Shout out to everyone else who don't live in New York. But when I watch AEW on New York, like, on live, I feel so disattached because every 2 seconds there is a commercial. Like, literally.
Well, Bill's got to get paid.
But no, there's a difference. See, WWE commercials, AEW commercial. Literally, it'll be like, yo, so Mitch HR, you going to win that match? You be like, yeah, I'm going to win that match. JR be like, we'll be right back. And then picture in picture, you talking this, that, third. I'm ready disconnected. I'm ready in the kitchen, drinking some water. I'm ready to roll up another spliff. And then I'm high, and I forget that, oh, shoot, I'm ready distracted. AEW, that's the problem. It's not meant for, it's better when you watch it on demand because there's no commercial. You can watch it straight through. It's a better, enjoyable product.
But it's not. I really don't think it's. Maybe that's for you. What I really think it is.
Have you ever watched it on demand?
I don't watch on demand. I just watch it.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, hold on. I do watch on demand because a lot of times I can't catch it on Wednesday, so I'll watch it
and
on
Thursday.
Thursday.
And you don't notice that when you watch it live compared to on demand, you feel like you catch more of the whole show?
No, my problem.
No, I feel the opposite. I feel more of a disconnect when, like, let's say if I watch NXT live on Wednesday, I'm here. I'm here with it. Even with the commercials, I'm here with it. If I'm watching it on the WWE Network, I don't feel the same.
Yeah, that's another thing. The only reason why I didn't catch AEW this week because I didn't set the DVR.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to watch it live. Unlike AEW, it's already recorded. So that's the only reason why I didn't get to watch it.
It goes back to what I'm saying, guys. They don't know how to wrestle for TV. Majority of that roster is not how to wrestle for TV. You did say some people are on live TV, but who is really?
I mean, you got
really
the guys,
run down through it.
You got the guys that are low key Impact. You can't. I mean, regardless how you feel about Impact, that was TV.
But once again,
you got Cody, you got Jericho, you got who else be on the show?
You have Cody. Okay, so I'll put it down. Cody.
Well, actually, you got shit to talk about, so I actually don't want to spend the next half hour.
No, I'll just do it. I'll do it real quick. We have Cody. We have Jericho. We have Jack. Jericho.
Goldust.
Dustin.
Who else is on
the 10 guy?
Who?
The 10 guy, the chairman.
That's Sean. But Sean was on TV for that many times.
Yo, when's the last time he been on TV?
He was on that TV like that.
Yo, was it?
So,
I wonder if him
and then you want to speak.
You
want to speak on Impact, but even Impact. But even when you watch Impact, though, it still is the indie feel.
Well, yeah.
It's not a network TV wrestling, and that's what the thing. Because I just mentioned 5 guys, and there's not that many other guys that do that.
But that's really the guys that be on fucking TV every week
because they have no choice.
That's actually the real problem.
That's the problem.
Frankie,
that's the
fallen one.
Gotta love Christopher Daniels.
But Christopher Daniels wasn't on
one for Raw and SmackDown.
Huh?
It doesn't that also happen with Raw and SmackDown too, as far as like them using the same 7 to 8 people.
But okay, correct in a way. But then you have people that will sit to the and scream to the gods like AEW's better, AEW's better, but they do the same shit, but they don't get the same credit for it. Yep, so people will sit here and be like, AEW's the greatest thing, but they do the same thing WWE does, which is revolving and using the same 5 players, which is fine, because when you look back in any era of wrestling, you had your main guys, and it's perfectly fine. Like, if you go back and watch a 97 to about 99 of Nitro, fucking Ric Flair and Hogan was the only 2 niggas on TV. And you know what? And that was fine. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't... you had all the other supporting characters because you had the cruiserweights, you had this, you had that, you had this, you had that. But every week on Nitro, you saw who? Eric Bischoff. You saw the Outsiders. You saw Hogan. You saw Rick. You saw maybe sprinkles of Double A. And you saw Macho. That was it.
But
you know what I mean?
Again, it's kind of like... This goes back to how I compare it to the everyday work environment, right? Because when you go to work, and this is me, let's say I'm a supervisor, is I'm going to have my heavy hitters. I'm going to have the guy that when they come in, they're going to get the product out there, no matter what, because I can depend on them.
That's hilarious.
Huh?
Sounds very druggish.
I mean, you have to understand. Sometimes within these packages do be some drugs.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that, but okay.
Right. So they got to make sure certain people get it out by a certain time because they are the heavy hitters. So you're gonna give the heavy hitters your favorite.
Yeah, and your more
if you need
time. I get
off, et cetera, et cetera.
No,
because
I
these are the
understand
guys
that.
who gives you the job security. Now, the sad thing about that is sometimes you use the heavy hitters for so much, we forget there's other guys who want to.
And you don't teach the
feel me?
youngins.
You don't teach.
how the
and
game.
now, guess what? Now, when the heavy hitters retire, snowstorm, now there's all these young people who never really got trained. Now your product is delayed because you need to take the time out
Now
to build up.
you got Jungle Boy and them getting beaten.
But this is
by
also
Jericho
right. But this
and
is
PNP.
right. But this also goes back to what my brother said last week. Though a lot of these guys from back in the day didn't teach, so a lot of these guys who's coming up after them don't have the habit of giving back. Now,
Depends on who though.
you're right, but now a lot of guys who are start doing that more and more often, but that's very few in between sometimes. Now it's getting more and more popular, but you still got to get you still got to get a lot of people who don't subscribe to the whole let's give back.
Okay.
Because it takes time to build in a new culture.
Got you. This guy. All right, Mr. Ray. 2 things that popped out at you this week in wrestling.
I would say I would probably have to go with NXT, and that would be Keith Lee winning, which I'm
Say
very
it louder
happy.
for those in the back.
I'm very happy about that. Just kind of killed
And
my.
first of all, fuck whoever says it's too soon or he should have waited to take over. Fuck you. Like, give me a break. I mean, granted, takeover is takeover. Oh my God. But come on the USA Network, right before Worlds Collide, like, he's definitely going to probably go into WrestleMania weekend as champ. Like, come on with the bullshit. Stop.
That and that chop that
Ooh.
Walter gave Adam
You
Cole.
listen, after this, you gotta watch that shit. Cause that, if that's how they ended the fucking show.
How's his lung? Did it collapse?
It should have. His whole body should have.
So we're not giving my man Adam Cole any props though for doing that.
Nah, because
for
he
doing
definitely worked.
No.
He worked.
Nah, he
sold that.
He worked. He ate that.
He ate that and then sold the
And
shit
then
out
got
of it.
right, and then got
Sold
back
the
up
shit out of it.
and started fucking up. And it was hilarious.
That shit was amazing.
I wish them 2 groups had a longer rivalry.
You never know. I mean,
If ever beefing, they're like the DX of the nation.
time will tell.
Yes, but y'all didn't peep Walter's promo after NXT Liverpool. What was it? No, Blackpool.
No, Blackpool.
He said it straight German, no English.
Gangster.
Love him.
Talked mad shit. I don't understand what he was saying.
I love
but
him.
I felt the passion.
My
felt fear.
2 this week, definitely Keith Lee. Like, definitely. February 29th, Keith, me and you. Bet.
Sex match.
No.
Wow.
Maybe. Anyway,
Okay.
I would say
Now Ray's uncomfortable.
Ray's not uncomfortable. He's fine.
He's a rapper. He
The
probably
baby
saw
is
more
fine.
nastiness.
I would
shit in his
say
Amen.
definitely minus Keith. I definitely would say the ladies on NXT. Woo! Shout out to Shotzi versus Shayna Baszler. That happening and that not being a pay-per-view type of shit, I was excited. But they're also having Io Shirai versus Toni Storm, which is once again another pay-per-view worthy type of thing, and we got it on the USA Network.
Tony Thick.
And then she just got hips. It's fine. I understand. All the boys drool. It's cool.
What a hater.
It is what it is.
What a hater.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
God, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
I said she got hips.
You said that's all. No.
I smell hater. Is that you, Janelle?
No.
I smell hater. Is that you, Janelle?
No. Not at all. I'm just saying what it is. Does she have hips? Yes or no?
You a hater, bro. You a hater.
Does she have hips? Yes or no?
You a hater,
Okay,
son.
then. Anyway, that and
You haven't hated kids.
I would say absolutely not. Why would you say that, asshole? Don't be an asshole. I'd rather be a hater than an asshole because that's rude.
It's the same thing, bro.
It's not.
Nah,
But you would know that too, wouldn't you, over there? Anyway, and then the second one would be definitely the whole beginning of SmackDown with Kane coming out, and him and the whole firefight, like him and Bray, and he was like, "I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?" I was like, "This is the Kane I've been."
I would have been
love.
happier if it would have been Kane and Bray going at it rather than it be a setup.
Well, they talking about, rumor has it, they talking about they're getting Kane versus Bray for Saudi.
Yo, bump that.
So
I just want to know.
let Kane get his monies.
I understand that, but
I like this song though.
Because you a hater.
I'm not a hater.
Yes, you are.
I'm not a hater.
I don't know. Like
That song goes hard though.
know. Like, let's go with predictions.
All right, let's go straight to predictions. But before we do, if you do listening to this in real time, which will be Friday, NWA Hard Times is gonna be on the Fight app. Where you're going to have Nick Aldis versus Flip Gordon. You're also going to have Thunder Rosa, who I really hope wins, against Allison Kay. You got Aaron Stevens, a.k.a. Damian Sandow, versus Scott Steiner. I don't know why, but I'm here for it. And then you have Rock and Roll Express versus the Wild Cards and James Storms and Eli Drake. I actually hope James Storm and Eli Drake wins. And then you have the NWA TV title tournament. The first round, the semifinals and the actual finals. They're going to crown the NWA TV title champion. So shout out to Dan Ma for being involved in that. Trevor Murdoch, I really hope you kind of win. And then Ken Anderson and also Tim fucking Storm, who's like 60 and fine as fuck. So good luck to you, gentlemen. Once again, Hard Times. You can find it on that
Hard
app.
Times?
What? Anyway. Let's go real quick. Worlds Collide, which again is this Saturday. You can join us at Legends. We'll be there, just a little small group of us, but we'll be there watching. You have what I heard is the pre-show, the non-title match of the NXT UK Women's Champion Kay Lee Ray versus Mia Yim. And then you have
I'll go with Kay.
Okay. Actually, I kind of want Mia to win.
She's not winning that.
I kind of want her to win though. I didn't say she was gonna win, but. And then you have Finn Balor versus the other guy from the UK, which I can't pronounce his name because it's so damn hard. But he did a killer promo on NXT the other night. Yeah, like
Dragon Zord? Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
but I'm over y'all. Probably Finn's gonna win that. You got the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Cruiserweight title. I really, really hope Swerve wins. I really hope.
Young Scotty.
Really hope Swerve wins. And then you have Toni Storm versus Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's title. Was that necessary? Was that necessary?
My bad, bro.
Who do you guys got? Toni Storm or Rhea Ripley?
Rhea.
Okay. And then we have, which I think will be the match of the night. You have Mustache Mountain, which is Tyler Bate and Trent Seven versus We're back. DIY. You got Johnny Gargano and
DIY,
Tommaso
baby.
Ciampa.
No.
Honestly,
I actually don't think
I see Mustache Mountain winning.
DIY is gonna put them over.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think.
So
and
who
then
win that Imperium versus NXT?
Imperium versus Undisputed Era. So we literally have NXT versus NXT UK. Who is going home with bragging rights?
I feel UK is going to take it because UK took. I feel UK needs this momentum.
I think UE should win. I think the complete opposite. I think it will humble Imperium, and it will humble Walter a little bit because they have him as this, kind of like Brock-like. He's low-key the Brock of UK, low-key. So I think Undisputed Era winning just would show them they're human too, and that they can take it out and then continue on. What do you think, Rain? Undisputed or Imperium?
I'm gonna go with Undisputed Era.
Okay. Sir Wilkins, real quick.
This whole thing is to put NXT UK over.
Yep.
That is the reason for this show.
Okay.
And it's gonna be Imperium because that's the whole point, is because they're trying to reestablish NXT UK.
I just wish it wasn't on a random I wish it wasn't Thursday, 3:00 in the afternoon.
But they're gonna change some stuff up. That's why Shawn Michaels is over there.
Shit blows my eyes. I honestly love it. And then once again, if you have not watched NXT Takeover Blackpool 2, please do, because it's phenomenal, and the work that they do in the UK is phenomenal, and the crowd and the energy is just a different level, which I want to try to. That's my goal in 2020. But let's talk about the Royal Rumble. But before we do, I want to play a little Royal Rumble trivia real quick. So I'm going to ask some questions to the table. Let's see if you guys will know some of these answers, okay? Who has the most appearances in the Royal Rumble?
Kane.
Asshole.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Kane.
Yeah, Kane does. Who has the longest time in the Royal Rumble?
It's either Sean or Steve.
The longest time in the Royal Rumble.
Men and women.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh. I thought it meant Daniel Bryan for the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes, for the greatest Royal Rumble, but not the Royal Rumble.
And
But
for the
Rey
women's
Mysterio.
is Sasha.
How
Anybody
many
else?
Royal Rumbles have they had? Like,
Two.
Two. So it's Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha
It
Banks.
actually,
I don't
it
know.
actually was. It was Sasha. Sasha. The first one was Sasha, but Natalia last year.
Wasn't Sasha like number 2 in the first one?
Yeah, but Natalia
Wow, what's
took
the
the
next one?
crown this past year. Who has the most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble, men and women?
Braun Strowman.
Kane. No, Roman.
It was Roman? Yeah, okay.
Roman.
He broke it when he was in the Shield, right?
Yeah.
Rhea.
Okay, cool.
Roman with 12, and then who's the female? I know it's only 2 Roman Royal Rumbles.
Nia Jax.
Anybody else in a single Royal Rumble?
Is it Charlotte?
No. It's
No, is it no, is it Undertaker's wife?
yes.
Okay.
Michelle McCool.
Oh, okay.
With the most eliminations, the most career Royal Rumble elimination with the number.
Isn't it Kane?
Well, how many though?
11?
Career.
I don't know.
I really think that one is Kane, though.
It's Kane, but how many?
Like 33?
Say 33. Okay.
30?
Okay.
I'm at a loss.
42.
John.
Eliminate career eliminations. Female.
Charlotte?
No.
I mean, from 2 Royal Rumbles,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't,
Rumbles, like, what the hell?
I wouldn't even know.
Who is it?
Your girl,
Nia Jax?
Naya,
Not surprised.
with 7.
Wow. Wow.
It's
Trash.
only 2.
It's going to take like 13.
Career is only 2. Most wins by the entrance number. What number in the Royal Rumble has the most winners?
27?
Yeah. 27. It's a good guess. 27. John Studd in 89. Yokozuna in 93. Bret the Hitman Hart in 94. And Austin in 2001. They all entered at number 27. Who entered the Royal Rumble in number 1 and 1? There are 2 answers to this.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Randy Orton.
Shawn is 1
Chris Benoit.
and Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit in 2004.
You
Shawn
can't say that
Michaels.
name.
You can. Fuck
Can't say
that.
that name.
One of the best technical wrestlers of all time. Can say it. Chris Benoit in 2004 and Shawn Michaels in 95. Who has the most time in the Royal Rumble without an elimination?
Kofi?
That's hilarious. No, it's not Kofi.
The most
It gotta be
time
like
in
a-
a Rumble
It
without
got to be like a
elimination.
clown, like a
Who
joke
has
character.
the most time in the Rumble without an elimination?
You mean like...
Like, did not ever eliminate anybody in the Rumble. but
Santino?
was in it. No, that he got out pretty fast.
I can't think of that one.
Can't think of that name either.
Gotcha.
Is it not... It's not Hornswoggle, right?
No. Y'all gonna die when you find out this one. It's hilarious.
Who?
I thought it was funny.
Pete Rose?
No. Classic Pete Rose. Damn, I might have to watch that Rumble again. It actually is Sami fucking Zayn.
What?
He was in the Royal 2017 in the Royal Rumble for 47 minutes and 12 seconds and didn't eliminate anybody. Sami Zayn did it.
Poor Sammy.
And who has the most number 30 entry into the Royal Rumble?
Someone actually has been...
He's been number 30 the most times.
John Cena?
No.
Roman?
No.
Edge?
No.
Who?
Your favorite, The Undertaker, has been
Wow.
number 30 4 times.
Yeah, eliminated by Maven.
Shut the fuck up. No one asked you. All right, let's get to these predictions real quick. We have the
was
pre-show, Sheamus versus Shorty G. I don't even know why this is happening, but whatever. Who's winning, Sheamus or Shorty G?
It's a skip fest.
Yeah. That's a smoke type.
Lord.
I'm making a sandwich when that happens.
Nah, I'm
I'm
smoking.
dead.
Some of my niggas.
But
Weed and wrestling.
that still
How
doesn't
to See
answer
Dub
the
podcast.
question. Sheamus or
Shout out to
Shorty G?
Six.
Sheamus.
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, okay, wow.
It's Shorty G's with it.
Thank you. You had the United States Championship Andrade versus Humberto.
Someone said this is racist.
How is it racist?
Like somebody said on a wrestling thing, I was like, I'm not gonna for the next.
I mean, I'm not all about the black on black
he
crime
said that
sometimes.
because it's two Spanish people fight over the U.S. title. I was like,
That's actually not racist. It actually is like pretty
trying to get
dope.
their green card? Is that the setup of that they're trying to shoot?
Really?
They should have
I
Donald
mean-
Trump referee
I mean-
that match.
Mixed tag, shout out to Mixed Tag, for your papers match. Oh my God.
What?
Listen.
That was a classic episode.
Classic episode. So the match is called For Your Papers match. So
God.
basically, your family, like, it'll be a camera look at your family at the border. So whoever wins, the border goes up, everyone cheers.
That's actually the most obnoxious thing, but it is a past episode you can watch on the Java Tears
For your
Network
papers
on demand.
match.
But it also brings me back to side note. If you have not watched Untold,
Oh.
Eddie Ray and the Rumble, by far one of the best episodes. And I'm telling you, Untold is one of the best series on the WWE Network. It is by far. It definitely grab a tissue because you definitely gonna tear up a little bit.
You know a guy
But
that you like
seeing-
to watch is he's on YouTube, right? Shout out to him. I'm gonna make
What is his name?
I'm about to show you right now. This is the first episode I've introduced Black's favorite stuff on YouTube for wrestling. It's gonna be a playlist. I'm gonna put it up every week. Gonna be a new playlist. So watch
It better
Wrestling
be consistent.
Revive. This guy talks about the whole Eddie and JBL feud. You know that they modeled JBL after George W. Bush. And the amount of stuff he said about
It makes sense.
Spanish people, it's like, dang, you can't get away with it now.
It makes sense.
At all.
But once again,
For your papers
Andrade
match,
versus Humberto. Who do you guys
For your
got?
papers.
Andrade.
Andrade's, yeah, he has to win.
Andrade's winning.
Okay. You got Falls Count Anywhere.
Roman, because
Baron Corbin versus
Big dogs.
The big dog.
The big
The big
dogs. Welcome to the big dogs house. Woof, 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 woof.
Did you really just?
Arf, arf.
Did y'all really just do that?
That's the big dog.
That's obnoxious
Roman.
as fuck.
That's the big dog.
Who you got?
Going with the
As
big
much as
dog.
I don't want to see that match, I'm gonna have to go.
Falls Count Anywhere in a fucking baseball stadium. That's obnoxious as fuck. Let's just be
And
clear.
Baron
When
Corbin-
Roman announced that shit on SmackDown, I was like, in a baseball
They're
stadium,
going
no,
to
like,
the popcorn stand.
come
That's as
on.
far as they go.
Yeah.
It's not like they're gonna go to the
on.
parking lot.
It's the Lions Dens match.
The-
Boiler room match.
Why would you
Boiler
trigger
room.
him? Why would you trigger him? No, this
It'd
one
be the
loves
batting
Lions.
cage fighting. That's the bootleg Lions Den match.
The bootleg,
Oh
the
my
dollar
God.
value, fucking Lions Den match.
But that match made so much sense.
It
though.
made complete sense, but it's just like he gets so hype about it. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like, where you? But I get hype about Brawl for All, so that's neither here nor there.
Oh, man.
Which I think
They
should
brought it
always
back.
come back.
A fist fight.
That was the
Yo,
fucked
didn't
up.
they do a match in the Hearts the
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Heart Dungeon.
Heart
Yeah.
Exactly.
match.
Because it
Come
made
on.
sense.
Come on. And yeah,
Anyway.
the UFC champion referee in the match. Come on.
It's hilarious. We have the SmackDown Women's Championship with Bayley versus Lacey Evans. I really think Lacey should win.
Yeah, me too for America.
I see
White
Sasha,
America.
I see Sasha costing. Well, it could go two ways if they're gonna build Sasha and Bailey for Mania. So
I think the opposite, but we'll get to it when we talk about who actually is winning the Rumble. But I think Lacey should win the title. Because actually, I don't like Bailey like that anyway. It's not really good shit.
Bailey
Stop
thick.
talking about my boo.
It's not your boo.
Bailey, thick.
She is thick.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Anyway,
Her thighs must rub like them. Chips must be burning.
wow.
She probably
Okay.
smell mad good too.
Wow.
I know Bailey smells good.
Man.
She's
good.
nice though in
Sweet
person.
burns.
I will
Very nice.
I know her hair
definitely.
smell mad good. So like so like Pantene.
Pantene Provine.
Anyway,
I don't think she was deodorant. Though.
you had
Probably
the-
smells that good. So probably
Oh,
wasn't deodorant.
man.
She
that's
what?
nasty.
Probably don't wear deodorant
She-
because she's that good.
Yeah, she
No,
probably smells
that's
that
nasty
good.
as fuck. That's
Shout out to engineer. Okay. Okay.
our favorite is here, engineering on the ones and twos. The Raw Women's Championship, we got Becky Lynch versus Asuka. Will this be Becky's time for redemption?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think Shayna might cost.
Cost though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going for Asuka.
I'm going for Oscar because I feel like Japan needs W.
Wow. Okay.
Not everything needs to be broken.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she hasn't beat her, I think that should continue.
I think it's cool. I think it would be cool if they did Asuka 2 belts.
Because
Just
if you watch
putting it out
WWE W backstage, you talk about how Becky want to build her back up. And this is a very
Well,
important.
Becky got to start it from the bottom. Now we're here. That's
Yeah,
the
but
only
it
way
makes
you're gonna
sense,
build
though,
yourself
because-
back up.
I don't think she went back to the bottom. She keeps
she
fighting
went to
the
the
same
bottom,
people.
but I
You
feel
lose the title, you go into the bottom.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
no,
of course,
that,
because-
yeah.
But I feel we're gonna get the best version of Becky if she lose. because it forced the Becky to go back to the 2 belt.
It'll
and
give her the
rebrand
hunger
herself.
that she
Of course,
desires.
you know?
Nah. She the face of the company, bro.
Unfortunately.
Okay, Stone Cold lost.
You have and Austin shouldn't have lost, so that one was terrible.
She should lose at Mania, bro.
I agree. I think Becky.
Who better
Who
pop.
should lose at Mania?
Mania
Becky.
would definitely, because it one will humble her little ass, and two, the build up to that, and then it'll set up for next year's Mania. Her losing
set up for SummerSlam.
will set not only
But
that.
okay, so
I
what do we
think
do
it
with
was
the
set
women's
up for
title?
the next year.
What do we do with the women's title?
You give it to fucking Oscar, let her be Oscar 2 belts, and then if someone from Raw wins the Royal Rumble, there you go.
Because isn't Kyrie leaving?
I don't know.
They don't know
I
yet.
heard about that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, you heard about that?
Yeah, I mean, I read shit online.
She probably is leaving. Probably a board.
She missed her boyfriend.
Anyway. And then you have, which
Got a thick
I
sis
thought
from
was
NXT.
I thought it was out of the box, and I kind of like it. You have the strap match for the Universal Championship. You have you have the Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan.
Please, no red filter.
I love the red lights.
No, it's hard to watch. My
It's
eyes
not
hurt.
hard to watch.
Because you don't wear glasses.
You're right. My eyes are pretty good, so it doesn't hurt me.
My eyes hurt.
But that
like,
doesn't
they give
negate
me a headache.
is Bray Wyatt walking out of the Royal Rumble as champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Problematic as fuck.
Bray's walking out, champ.
Okay. All right. Now we're here to the actual what we're all here for, the Royal Rumble. This once again is the road to WrestleMania, which is in Tampa, Florida, where the winner is going to be able to challenge who they choose for the title at WrestleMania. So let's start off with the women's. The women's Royal Rumble match announced already would be Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Natalya, and probably a whole bunch of other, females. So questions to the table. Who's winning and who is going to be a surprise entry?
I don't want Charlotte winning.
No.
Charlotte's winning, bro.
I don't.
Come on.
I don't know. I think she's become too aggressive with wrestlers.
Ooh. Okay.
Like I don't know. It's just something I watch. I'm like, yo, it looks like she gets a little too personal with them. Like with Sarah Logan.
That's what you call passion, bro.
But
was a
okay,
personal
that's
hit.
not who you don't want. Who is winning?
Female. It's probably gonna be Charlotte.
It's Charlotte.
To set up for Charlotte and Becky,
Yeah.
or it could be Charlotte and Asuka could get her win back.
Facts, because Oscar should have never lost at WrestleMania.
She
Nola.
shouldn't have.
I was high as a kite, but I definitely
feel-
remember that.
Man, I don't know.
The winner of the Royal Rumble should be Sasha Banks, so that it could be Sasha Banks
Yeah, it'd be something new.
versus Lacey Evans at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like,
Boom.
and
That's not money, though.
Sure. That's
Much
what
as-
you think.
Much as I love Lacey, that's
That's
not money.
what you
that's
think.
money because Sasha album's about to come out, and
Oh, that's
those-
real.
Yeah, and those fallen men.
That's
love
what
some
you
Asuka.
think,
I mean,
though.
So that's some Sasha. Come on,
The
that's perfect
build up to
marketing.
Sasha versus
Come on.
Lacey.
Yeah, low riders.
It
Come
keeps
on, B.
Sasha. It keeps Sasha as the heel,
Facts.
and it honestly.
I mean, regardless, Lacey's about to be the biggest superstar in WWE.
And she needs that rub from good old Sasha Banks. Sasha
Okay,
Banks is winning
so
the Royal Rumble.
Who's gonna be like the
Surprise.
I say
Naomi.
Nia Jax. No, Naomi. Yeah.
Naomi for
I
me.
think the same.
Report-
almost the
Nia.
same people from last year.
Baby girl coming back home.
So hopefully Nia Jax, I do hope so too. But I heard rumors are rumbling that Naomi is in Houston, Texas. So I want the glow to be at Minute Maid Stadium. That's all I'm saying. All right, and then we have the men's. This one I feel like it's hard because I really don't know who's gonna win. You got the men's Royal Rumble. You got already announced Roman Reigns.
This baby girl coming back. We love you, Nia.
I'm not gonna lie. When Diddy performed this at WrestleMania 29, like I almost cried. Like it was.
Of course she
so,
should win. Soft.
It was so, but it was New York. It was my first WrestleMania. I got emotional. Whatever. So you got Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar entering number 1 is amazing.
Amazing.
Do not care what you think.
Even though they saw it from that Japan.
Brock being number 1 is by far the
Okay.
best move ever.
I have to go with the men's.
But the men's, okay, you got him, you got AJ Styles, you got Eric Rowan, you got Randy Orton, you got Rey Mysterio, you got Ricochet, Drew, Elias, Corbin, Ziggler, Otis, Tucker, Rusev, Bobby's bum ass, Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, Braun
Why are you going
Strowman,
through the whole thing?
Nakamura, because just give me ideas, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Kofi, Big E, R-Truth, and many more. Who's winning and who's going to be a surprise entry?
I'm going with R-Truth.
What?
No.
Yo, that shit hit me hard. I was like, excuse me?
No. I'm
R-Truth's gonna come out as number one and think he's number one and he's not.
Nah.
That's what's about to happen.
R-Truth is gonna come out. He's gonna pull the ladder out from under the ring, and no, I think I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, me too. I'm going Young Jury, aka Drew Mackey.
I think it's time.
aka Drew Mac
What do
and
you think?
Cheese.
But I'm going with Keith Lee to eliminate Brock.
Yes.
Oh yeah, facts. You know,
I honestly, up until Keith winning the North American title, I was definitely like,
you think that Keith Lee
winning
is gonna push
the
Brock
Rumble.
over the top rope?
Absolutely. Absolutely
Yeah.
So Wilkins, who's winning
It's
the
Drew.
Rumble?
It's Drew McIntyre's
By
time.
Really?
surprise.
But
you guys really think Drew's winning?
Yeah, Drew.
so because when you think about it, it was funny because the dirt sheets kept saying it was going to be Roman,
I fucking hope not.
and
Well,
but when you look at the picture of what's going on, they've been saving Drew in the holster,
But
ready to pop off.
But they've all but the match that everyone low key wanted to see since I'm not saying Lashley's winning, but Lashley versus Brock Lesnar has been the match everybody's been wanting to see.
that happened at TLC.
So
It's not happening.
I'm just saying, just
Why
putting it out
not?
there. But I think
Why not? Why can't Bobby Lashley walk in Armageddon versus
fuck
the
that guy.
Beast from Minnesota?
Fuck that guy.
You don't like him? What like?
No. And then the mighty and your crotch, bro. I'm good.
Rick Rude had niggas girls on his crouch.
Which is pretty creative though.
What? It's a sick.
It's creative.
Wow. But well, of course it was okay when the Dream had another man on his crouch, right?
Who had a crowd?
The Dream.
The Dream?
Yeah.
Creative.
Wow.
You just
Wow.
hate. You just
That'll be a
hated.
nice
Creative.
surprise
There's nothing but a hater
You're
today.
a hater,
It's a
son.
that's
His
creative.
son letters
hater.
on it is a
How is
problem. But this
that's
nigga
my
got a
preference
whole
where
mess.
I don't want to see
He got
Bobby
all-
fucking Lashley's pants
Wow.
say the mighty.
He got home bun on his, bun on his front.
But I'm saying,
hey yo,
but I'm saying,
pause.
the
He probably rides a
Dream-
D train too.
Anyway, actually, glad you brought up Velveteen. Glad you brought up Patrick. Patrick is my surprise entry into the Royal Rumble this weekend, and the winner
You're not
of the
changing
Royal
fact that he ride
Rumble.
a D train, right?
Who wrote the D train?
You know what I'm talking about. Velveteen having men on his crouch, riding a D train, holding D's at Dunkin' Donuts.
D's.
D's.
Okay. The winner. You're mad funny. I don't know. I really don't.
D's, right?
D's. Ongoing joke between me and this one forever. Honestly, I would want to see Kevin Owens win. Sorry, not sorry.
No, not surprised.
I would want to see Owens win.
The big boy. It's big boy season though.
I would want to
Yeah,
because I feel like even though Owens is definitely like on the big boy, he definitely be the underdog to beat Brock. So, any last words before we do sign off about the Royal Rumble or anything in life? Anybody know? D's. But if not, once again, the Royal Rumble will be at Legends Sunday. So come through Tri-State area. We're going to be doing giveaways, and you got some people in the house coming out. Always support independent wrestling. We got BCW coming up next week. Battle Club. BWF is actually February 1st. Shout out to Prolific. Might be debuting. Spoiler alert. And then
What's that? BWF.
BW from the Bronx, February 1st.
Sunday, right?
No, Saturday. And then
I'll pop it to the
what
Prolific,
else?
man.
What else is going on?
February 2nd, Super Bowl party hosted by the Year Sports.
There you
show
go.
At Contra Lounge.
There you go. Hookah, wings, bottles. It all is going to be there at Contra. What else? If you're going to Ring of Honor show in Baltimore, please write in the comments below or please message us on our Facebook group because I will be there in Baltimore. So I want to be able to, if you once again live in the DMV area and you are a viewer, and we had a lot of viewers in the DMV area of the Job and Tears podcast. So please come say hi. And then once again, fast track. If you are going out to Tampa, please let us know. Let me know. So that, we could do a really nice little meetup, maybe down in Tampa. And then all roads are leading to July 4th. We're going to talk about it every fucking week. July 4th, Jobber Slam. It's happening. Tickets are on sale soon. Once again, thank you, Ray Pearson, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Actually, you know what? Real quick, spit a quick. I told you I was going to ask you to spit. So you can't not be the rapper and come on and not spit, for us. So.
All right.
Just saying.
This is Pearl Harbor, war armor, 9/11 bomb strap, stomp niggas, put these 12s on them like they Eric Garner. I never cared for a snitch, cause you can spot a rat anywhere, even disguised as boneless spare ribs. My mission is to violate every top 5 till I'm popping up on everyone's list like Tom from MySpace.
Brought it back.
I talk mad shit. Y'all need me like Whitney Houston's Tub needed her last hit. Fuck that, I am real great. Times we used to starve, I had to steal plates. I'm from the Bronx, where we made hoops out of milk crates. So what's the word? Y'all want me to relax here? Y'all picked me out like a fro. Fuck trying to keep it a perm. Catch me in ill form. You can't kill me, I was born dead. Shit, I'm the hologram of a stillborn. Fuck what you reppin'. The industry lied, cause the greatest rapper of all time died on 2/7. Right. Bars.
Oh. Thank you, Mr. Ray Pearson, for joining us
Thank you for
on the
having me.
Job and Tears podcast. That was a little spicy. I wasn't. Yo, who else came on here and I was like spit and they didn't spit? I can't remember who it was, but he is the first person to spit for the Job and Tears podcast. So we do appreciate you, Mr. Ray Pearson.
Thank you for having me.
Please make sure to follow him on. Give all of your media where do people find you. Plug yourself. Go for it, real quick.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at It's Ray Pearson. Subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/tactical201. That's TAKTIKAL 201, not the letter O. Snapchat, I am Ray Pearson. Hit me up. Let's work.
There you go. You got any shows coming up or anything where people can see you perform?
Right now, no, but the radio music video is out now. The link is in my bio on Instagram. You can find it on Facebook. Go to YouTube, Ray Pearson Radio, and support real hip hop.
Thank you so much for joining us. As always, I'm Janelle from HR with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc of the Job and Tears podcast. #Black Excellence. #we're out.
Shit's fire.
It's the Job and Tears podcast.